Good day, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I will be talking a little bit about the living and working conditions in Cyprus. As you can see, Cyprus is it's a country that it's an island. It's surrounded by the sea, and so we are quite far away from Europe. Cyprus is the third largest Mediterranean island with an area of almost 3,500 square miles. We are, as I said before, we are on the far east of the Mediterranean and the European continent. Geographically, we're closer to Minor Asia, but historically and culturally, we are considered as a European country. A little bit things about Cyprus is that we were independent. We gained our independence in 1960. We're quite a young nation. And in 1974, we had this military coup and Turkish invasion, where at the moment 37% of the island in the north is under the Turkish occupation. Generally, the population of the island right now is around 920,000 people. From that, 25% is Turkish Cypriots, 11% Greek Cypriots, 11% Turkish Cypriots, and 9% foreigners. Some more facts about Cyprus is that the official language of the island is Greek and, of course, Turkish, but English is widely spoken, and English is considered to be the third official language in Cyprus. 76% of the population speaks English, 12% French, and 5% German. Cyprus is ranked as the fifth safest country in the world and the second safest in Europe, below Norway. And with almost 4 million tourists that arrive in Cyprus every year, under the Economic Forum, we are the 25th most popular destination in the world. In Cyprus, most of our tourists come from the UK. We have a lot of Russians, we have a lot of Greeks, Germans, Scandinavians, and Central Europeans that are visiting our island every year for their holidays. Each year, you have to be aware that the Horeca, the tourist and the entertainment industry in Cyprus is looking for more than 10,000 seasonal staff. Our tourist season starts quite early in around April, and it lasts until the end of November. So the recruitment starts early in December, the year before, up to February of the year of the placement. And also, as many other European countries, Cyprus is facing shortages not only in the tourist industry, but also shortages in many other economic sectors. Cyprus, as I said before, has one of the is a young nation, and has one of the highest rates of young university graduates in the world. More than 75% of our young people are university graduates. On an average, Cyprus receives around 40 days of rainfall every year, so it leaves us with more than 300 sunny days every year. And that is why our tourist season is quite long, and our tourist sector is very much one of the sectors that contribute mostly to our GDP. Most of the hotels are in the areas of Ayia Napa, Protaras, and Paphos, but hotels and other establishments it can be found all over the island. Other important economic sectors are the financial services, the maritime sector, telecommunications, pharmaceutical, and ITC companies working and having their operations in Cyprus. Finally, one other funny fact is that in Cyprus we do have over 1.5 million of stray cats. Yeah, stray cats are more than our human population, actually. Labor statistics, a little bit to know more about our labor situation at the moment. The total unemployment rate is currently at 5.8%, and it's the lowest rate that we had after the pandemic. During the same period last year, it was 6.9. So you understand that employment is getting to the point that we would like to consider ourselves operating in full employment. The long-term unemployment rate is only 2.2%. So a lot of people do find job after 6 months of being unemployed. And the youth unemployment rate is actually the highest unemployment rate that we have at 17.3%, but still the last figures show again a decline even in the youth unemployment. The employment rate in 2023 reached almost 80% of our labor force, and showing that our economy is accelerating fast. We expect to have an annual growth of 2.5 to 3% in the next coming years. And as I said before, as in many other member states, Cyprus is facing a lot of shortages in labor in many, many sectors. Available opportunities. Well, the largest amount of vacancies that can be found in Cyprus are vacancies that are related to the hotel and tourist industry. At the moment, and we project that every year there are going to be like almost 6,000 jobs that cannot be filled. And these jobs include jobs descriptions like waiters, waitresses, staff working behind the bar, receptionists, hostesses, supervisors, kitchen staff, cleaning staff, and a lot of and many other opportunities. It is very well. It's one of the things that you would. It's nice to be known is that most of the opportunities, most of the vacancies in the hotel industry and in the tourist industry do come with accommodation and covered meals. So a lot of employers do provide accommodation and meals to their staff. Salaries in the tourist industry. Well, the tourist industry is regulated by the collective agreement. So I'm not going to go through all this, but more or less most of the job descriptions come with the minimum wage of 1,000 euros up to up to wages that have to do with also with the experience that anyone comes with to fill in that position. Other occupations in demand: nurses, paramedical staff, social workers, auditors, accountants, and legal staff in general. We are looking for engineers, electronic, civil, mechanical, IT programmers, computer analysts, data analysts, and all that. And of course, we have a lot of vacancies as sales executives, shop assistants, clerks, and other service staff. A lot of information about all the vacancies that we have available can be found, of course, on the EURES portal. But also, if you're looking for more vacancies for Cyprus, there are some job portals available, like the ergodotisis.com, carriera.com.cy, and carrierista.com, that also have a lot of up-to-date vacancies for you to look for. Working in Cyprus, well, all EU nationals, of course, have the same rights as Cypriot nationals, and there are no visas or work permit needed for any EU national to come and work in Cyprus. However, all EU citizens that they have secured a job in Cyprus, they need to apply for the registration certificate. It's a certificate that can be obtained up to 3 months of stay after you arrive in the Republic of Cyprus. The registration certificate is issued to all EU citizens that are staying in Cyprus for a longer period than 3 months, and they either have secure employment in the island or they have sufficient funds for their stay in Cyprus for more than 3 months. For example, a pensioner that wants to come and retire in Cyprus. EU citizens not satisfying, of course, with the above may not get these registration certificates, and even they may get deported. What you need is to get this registration certificate from the police or the district migration office is your passport or ID, a contract or a salary advice from your employer, proof of residence, a fee of 20 euros per application, and of course, for more information, so you can visit the website of the Civil Registry and Migration Department at the link that you see on your screen. After you secure your employment in Cyprus, then you need to apply for a social insurance number. Okay, now you have to know, of course, that this is done only after you start working, and it's being done by your employer. So what is after you secure a job in Cyprus and after you start your job in Cyprus, then your employer has to assign you through the Ergani portal and declare your employment to the social security services. So You don't need to do anything. Your employer will start this this process for you. As soon as you get your social security number, then the social security contributions will be deducted from your monthly salary, and deductions are 8.8% from your gross salary that is being paid by the employee. The same number, 8.8%, is paid by the employer, and 3.9% is paid by the state. If you want to follow more and if you want more information about the social security system in Cyprus, then you can also follow the more information on their website at the Social Insurance Services, which is www.mlsi.gov.cy/SID. About your health insurance, well, we say that all EU citizens coming to Cyprus to work must come with their EU health insurance card, just so that you will be covered at any given point from day one when you come to Cyprus. However, in 2019, Cyprus has introduced its first national health system. And since then, all employees contribute 2.9% to the NHS, which gives them direct access to the health services in Cyprus. All EU citizens working in the areas, of course, controlled by the Republic of Cyprus and have a permanent residence are free to use the national the NHS. You get assigned to a personal general practitioner, which you can visit for free. And for any specialist doctor, you pay 6 to 9 euros, up to 30 euros, of course, for some very special doctors that you may need. Most medicines cost €1 per package under the NHS, of course. And of course, you being in Cyprus and working in Cyprus, having your family here, the same rights as you can be enjoyed by all your family. Again, for more information about the health insurance, you can visit the website of our national health system, which is yesi.org.cy. Very recently, last year, in January 1st of 2023, Cyprus has introduced a general minimum wage. This minimum wage has been set to 920 euros gross for the first 6 months of employment, and then rising to 1,000 euros after 6 months of employment in the same employer. Those working in agriculture, husbandry, or domestic as domestic workers are exempt from the minimum wage, and as are interns or individuals undertaking training for a degree or professional qualification. If an employer offers food and accommodation, an agreement can be reached to deduct 15% for food and 10% for housing from your total salary. Also, for the Cyprus law, seasonal workers are classed as those who work for a maximum of 2 months, and these people are not covered by the minimum wage, or people or young people under the 18. For these categories, a 20% discount can be done can be cut from the minimum wage. Taxation in Cyprus. Well, when you get your social security number, you will have to register for the tax, to receive your tax identification number, and this can be done through your local tax authority. What you need is a passport, and you fill the form IR 163A. Taxation in Cyprus is based on your personal income tax, and the tax is being deducted from your salary on a monthly basis, and up to 19,500 euros yearly income, then you pay zero tax. The tax, as you can see, comes in a bracket. It's a bracket system, and you can pay, the most you can pay is 35% for over 60,000 euros per year. Taking a job opportunity in Cyprus, it has to come with your decision to find accommodation in Cyprus. Well, unfortunately, rent is not cheap. Depending on the area, the size, and the age of the establishment, of course, you can find rents starting from 450 euros or 500 euros per month for a small studio, to a few thousands per month for a big villa or a big house. Employers, of course, can help you find your accommodation, and especially shared accommodation with other employees working in the same company or in other companies, other companies in Cyprus. It's also very wise to consider the electricity bills and the water bills as one of your most common expenses. Electricity bills are around 60 to 80 euros per month, and the water bills around 15 euros per month. Especially, you have to be aware that living in a building block of flats, most of the times you will need you will have to pay building maintenance fee around 20 to 40 euros per month per apartment. Employers may deduct, as I said before, an amount from your salary if they provide you with accommodation or meals. The last thing that I want to inform you and make sure that you have it in your information package before you come to Cyprus is that we're driving on the left-hand side. So be careful when you cross the roads, and public transportation. The public transportation network in Cyprus is currently developing. It's much better than what it used to be, but still the bus routes are not so are not many. Each bus ticket costs €1.50, but there are many intercity buses connecting different cities in Cyprus, and that is for €4 per ticket. There are radio taxis available. Minimum charge is €7.50. And there is also intercity service taxi that you can share a taxi bus for about €8 to €10 per ride. Thank you for your attention. Feel free to contact us at EURES Cyprus for any question that you may have. And we want to welcome you to Cyprus and have you with us for a long time. Thank you so much.